Do clubs have any value? Are they still relevant? We talked about the apathy of the off-road riding community and what's going to happen in the future. We touched on the character makeup of a typical off-road rider. You know, of course, there's ends of the spectrum, but rebellious, independent, they want freedom, they value freedom. They want to rip and, you know, let it loose on the trails, which is all great because we also are those people. But if the riding areas get closed for lack of club interaction, a lot of people I know are not going to do it anyway. They're just going to ride. They don't care.
Look, it's certainly a response I've heard from a lot of Australians where they'll just say, I don't give a shit. If they close that riding area, I'll just keep riding there. Yeah. And the more and more difficult they make it, I will just up the ante and continue to break whatever laws.
I heard there was a situation here in Western Canada where the public was being very difficult to get along with in an established trail network that had been around for, you know, decades, since the 70s. And, you know, of course, the city people move out in the country and they no longer want to hear any noise, or they want to have the trails to themselves. They're very, you know, not, I'll say, typically educated, and they're good letter writers, and they understand how a bureaucratic system works. So they start writing letters and attending meetings, and they start to make these things happen. The Dirt Bike Club was doing their best to fight back, under-resourced, but the Dirt Bike Club peer group leaders have told me that if they lose this fight, ultimately they're just going to go rebel, and they're going to be wild and they're going to be crazy. And yeah, from what I understand is the government in British Columbia do not want to create that situation, because it's going to be uglier to manage than what's already happening. So it's in the best interest, or it seems to be in the best interest of the government, not to do that because of the potential for dirt bike riders to run rampant and lawless. So that was an interesting tidbit that I heard this summer.